What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Khalil back here for another video, man. And today we gonna be doing a reaction to her family found her OF. Her family found her OF, man. So we gonna go ahead and see what's going on. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Hit that notification bell to not miss no videos like this. And let's get into it. God damn it now.
I got a question for you. Would you rather be rich or famous? Well, I can guarantee you this person right here probably regrets the hell out of the fame that she has now.
She sent my mom my Fansly and a picture of me sucking a fucking dildo. I said it. She sent her a picture of me sucking a dildo.
Oh my gosh. This has to be a OF Fansly work content creator's nightmare, is that this content gets to their family. Honestly, this is probably why if you...
It's over. It's over. That's all I gotta say. Is over.
If you were actually genuinely proud as to what you were doing, you would probably let them know beforehand that this is what I am doing on the internet. Let's have a discussion. I've seen content creators in that OF sphere talk about how they've sat down with their parents and talked to them beforehand, and I gotta give them a round of applause. And God, that is crazy to say out loud, but I do. This is the reality of these situations, is that this content could get to them without their knowing beforehand, and they're gonna be so caught off guard that you can't be the one to control the narrative in the situation.
It's my fault. Because she's saying my cousins were looking up my pictures. Like my male older cousins, they were looking me up. And I said, why the fuck aren't we asking them why the fuck they're looking at me? Why is it always me? Why the fuck is it always me?
Why post it in the first place? Why even do it in the first place? Why? Why even do it in the first place? Why can't you just take some accountability? Take some accountability. I don't know, bro. If I was to go out there and just be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I want to go get eaten by some damn crocodiles or some shit, and I'm a, you know, saute myself up and just go out there in the fucking, you know what I'm saying, in the water, and then when I get bit, I'm gonna blame the crocodiles for biting me. No, why did I go in the water in the first place and fucking it go in there where it's crocodiles at? Why even do it in the first place? Y'all get my drift? Like, what the fuck?
Me. Why is everyone saying like, oh, it's me?
Well, it's you, because you're the one getting naked on the internet. I think that this is a total lack
Like, what
of
type of
accountability.
shit?
She's trying to spin this narrative that her cousins are weird for looking her up and we should be putting the blame on them. But to be honest with you, no. And you can do your sex work all you want, but it seems like you are not proud as to what you're doing. And I thought that was the whole point of this liberated sex work OF movement. I follow my cousins on social media all day and all night. If they were doing some weird stuff, it is the family scuttlebutt. That's just how it is. She's trying to make it more perverse than what it is. Her cousins weren't taking her material and getting the astro glide and whacking it off, you know, double fisting the glick or whatever. They weren't sending it to their homeboys to say, damn, my cousin got a fat ass with some big titties. They sent it to the family because they were in such disbelief and shock that their cousin was doing something like this. This is Strawberry Tabby. She's one of those Twitch streamers that's whole niche is to stretch the limits and bounds as to what TOS has to offer, and then ultimately funnel people in and push people into their OF or their Fansly content.
Hold your baby properly and make sure that there's enough milk coming out so your baby is satisfied. And without further ado, we should get right into the video.
Now, when you're doing this type of content for a living, obviously it's gonna have some backlash ramifications, especially if you're close to your family. And I'm not gonna lie, these are the types of people who should not be doing this content at all. Clearly, you have some sort of reservations or pauses or some sort of embarrassment that you are doing this or have to do this in order to make some sort of money. This is not the life for you. Any sort of sex work, any sort of OF content comes with inherent risks that you have to take, whether it be on your physical or your mental. And I'm not saying that these things should happen, but they do happen. And somebody that's as weak as this, who would complain or cry or get upset that the content gets back to their family, shouldn't be doing this content at all. Especially because you have videos out there with the biggest streamer on YouTube doing outrageous content like this.
Oh. Ha! Karma. I know how I felt.
What is going on? What is going on?
What are you doing?
When a man loves a woman, he'll keep his mind on.
Bro, I was dancing. The fuck, bro? Relax, bro.
I'm traumatized.
You're a fucking whale. I want any
Yeah, what is going on, bro? Hold up. Bro, what is going on in this video, bro? Hey, man. What is this nigga got going on, gang? Okay.
You see, when you
What
do
the
the
fuck?
crossover with the younger audience to get that demographic to come to your platform,
All right,
with
what
iShow
is
Speed, who
going
definitely has a
on, bro?
larger kid audience, it's no wonder why your little cousins are finding your content. And the conversation on the internet has been, is it weird that our younger cousins are looking up this type of content? I honestly don't think so. Maybe not. But the reason why they are even doing this is probably because, like we've talked about on this channel, people have been bullying these kids in class saying, yo, isn't that Tabby your cousin who is on iShow Speed? Isn't this her IG with the link in the bio? Oh, I took
Crazy,
my mommy's
boy.
credit card. Aren't these Tabby's bare breasts? She's taking
Crazy.
away their lived experience by saying it's always her, when no, I believe that your last name is a representation of everybody. So when you do those things, and people have been bringing it up to your younger cousins because you're on iShow Speed stream doing this, been bringing it up to your sister because you've been on the internet doing this, they also have to live with those sorts of consequences for your actions. And the difference is they don't make the money that you make on OnlyFans. So they're getting called Mr. Pink for no reason. But I don't think that a lot of content creators recognize that there is a price of fame that you have to pay once you get into making the content. And the other party involved in that last clip is somebody else that we should talk about, because Speed has a lot of problems with his brother Jamal. iShow Speed has become a worldwide phenomenon, and his brother has been living the life because of it. When I say the life, there's two parts of that life. Of course, he can start his own content creation endeavors and have a massive leg up on a lot of the competition. But after getting basically gifted 80K subs from Speed and Kai, which is like a crazy leg up that he has, Jamal ran into this issue where he found that it is much harder than he anticipated to be one of the best content creators that he could be, or hell, even a competent content creator.
I'm so angry of YouTube and stuff. Thank you for the gift. I'm so angry of YouTube stuff that I want to quit forever. I want to stop being on Speed streams. I'm generally going to stop being on Speed streams. Y'all not going to see me on any other streams. You're not even going to see me on my dad's vlogs, his live streams, my brother's live streams, his vlogs, his YouTube stuff, anybody's stuff. I'm not going to be on no one YouTube, no nothing, bro. And I'm quitting this, bro. And y'all still saying cat, bro.
Oh,
Y'all
why,
still
though?
saying cat. Like, bro, this is why. See, this is why I don't stream. This is why I don't stream. Y'all can't support a real creator. I don't even think, look, y'all just throwing, like, for all the people who saying this, bro, like, bro, see, this is why, see, look, this is why I'm quitting right now. I'm quitting, bro. I might just delete my channel after this, bro. Like, honestly,
What the fuck?
this junk is making me angry day by day. Because y'all just saying cat, all this stuff. April Fools. Is it April? It's not April, bro. I'm being dead for real, bro. Dead for real. And y'all think I'm still capping? Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna see me on no more videos. No.
I don't know. I'm trying to get like why you want to quit for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I would take full advantage. I wouldn't even care. I would not care, because for the end of the day, I love doing content creating. I don't even do it for the money. I literally just do it for my personal brand and to get out there more with my name and shit like that. And plus, I love creating content. So I don't know, if you don't have a love for content creating, you will burn out for sure, because you're not doing it from your heart.
No more nothing, bro.
And I think there's a lot of ways that you can
Yeah,
look at this
do it from
situation.
the heart,
But one of
man.
the more underrated ways to look at this is that there is so much pressure that comes with being from iShow Speed's brother. Not necessarily because
Yeah.
there's pressure to live up to the hype of iShow Speed, but
That
because
is
he
true.
does some outrageous content. And there's not a level of normality that can exist any longer because you are iShow Speed's brother. So all the things that you used to do with him, being that sibling who just went on vacations or played outside, no longer exists because of the type of content that Speed makes and the level of fame that he has achieved.
Let's say I want to be a regular kid. I want to be a regular kid. I want to do stuff without a famous brother. Let's say that. I want to do my own stuff. I want to have my brother be the main center of attention. Like, every time I go to school, they bring up Speed, you know, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, that is annoying.
It ticks me off, It ticks me off.
That's annoying.
But,
I know.
like, I just want
Gotta
to be a
be.
regular kid without a, famous brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably don't know. I kind of want to hop off Speed streams for like 80, not 80 years, but like, for like at least 3 years and see how it is. I want to
I need to
cut
throw in some
content
cards.
with everybody over there and just be myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't say, like, take a break off of Speed streams, take a break off of, like, streaming in general. and start, worrying about myself. You know what I'm saying?
You see, it's kind of hard living in that person's shadow. And I can kind of attest to this based off of my brother and who he is in the content creation lane. But it can be hard to establish yourself or live some level of normal life based off of who your family members are. And content is 24/7. It's a constant cycle that involves a lot of the people around you. There is no escaping the actions that your brother, sister, cousins, parents, or even relationships or couples, there's no way to escape the actions that the other parties involved in these things do when it's posted on the internet. Now, because content creation is something that a lot of people want to get into, it makes sense why you would want to possibly still be involved with it, even if you have a successful brother, and you may be able to go about doing it in the same ways that John David Washington did, son of Denzel Washington. But ultimately, it still may not prove to be beneficial. And because content creation is so big, people that are also a part of these parties, but not the main character, the center of attention, as iShowSpeed's brother Jamal mentioned, may still want to get involved in it. But it's going to be very hard. You got to try to separate yourself. Kind of like Bronny James when he switched his name from LeBron James Jr. to Bronny James. But ultimately, as we've seen in this year's draft and, going forward, it still seems like you will always live in their shadow. Now, me personally, I think I've been able to do some sort of decent enough job that people don't know that me and my brother have the connection that we have, even though we are on content together quite often. Hell, I know that for a fact I will still get comments underneath this comment section that say, hey, I didn't know you were Lowe's brother. Yes. Low from Playback. Yes, I am his brother. I can only imagine what it would be like if I was Kai Cenat's brother or iShowSpeed's brother or any of the biggest content creators in the world, siblings or friends or cousins that are also trying to do this while getting the allegations of being somebody who is a coattail rider or a clout chaser. But I have to commend Speed because he is at least keeping his brother involved in the content because he can. And this is a price of fame that a lot of the famous people don't like to look at before they get into it, is that you're going to have to make those sacrifices going down the line where you won't be able to see your family. You won't be able to see your brothers. You won't be able to see your sisters. And it will affect your emotions heavily.
Because they'll blame you, and they'll be like, oh, we're distant now or whatever. My sisters miss me so bad. We was just getting into it because it's like, it do be hard to maintain a relationship with somebody you grew up with and then try to travel the whole world and please so many other people. And it's you still got to pay attention to them. So it's a lot, but I'm trying to deal with it. Yeah. Shout out my sisters. I miss them.
I mean, I know all about it. I mean, I left my home country when I was much younger, and I think that there's no other way to put it. I don't mean to scare you or whatever, but ultimately following your dreams, there is sacrifice that comes with that.
Yeah.
And I think the family thing is the ultimate sacrifice when you leave the people behind that you love, and you just don't, they're always going to be there, but you just don't get all that time.
And it's sad because they'll blame you and they'll be like, oh, we're distant now or whatever. And it's I don't mean to be. It's just I can't be in another country and also be as close to you as I was when we was 5.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah. It's all love. At the end of the day, I appreciate that they even miss me, because some people's siblings don't care about them.
I know, it breaks my heart.
Now, it's definitely sad because Ice Spice and some other content creators have talked about the sacrifices that they've had to make in regards to family quite often. And it's ultimately a necessary evil, but that doesn't mean that the journey becomes any easier just because you have to do it. If anything, it can become harder. And sometimes it can make you even think if this is all worth it and cause you to have some sort of mental breakdown like AMP Chris did when he was doing his subathon recently to go through the Wukong gang, but he was definitely missing his mom in this situation. Now, it's definitely sad because Ice Spice and some other content creators have talked about the sacrifices that they've had to make in regards to family quite often in their journey to success. And it's a necessary evil, but it's something that you have to do. And the reason why I feel for Chris a lot is because this isn't even necessarily the life that he chose. He started off as the A&P editor and grew to being an on-camera personality, but now this whole streaming game, this new content lane that they've discovered has had him be peer pressured by fans and people that love the group to become one of these people. But from the Chris that I know, he likes to make movies, which can be taken over long periods of time, which means that he'll be able to still have some sort of balance between work and life. When you get into the whole streaming game, there is no way that you can adequately balance those two and still grow a platform like Chris is on the journey of growing. And ultimately, this is a price of fame that nobody talks about because it is something that is just supposed to be a shut up and dance type situation. Hey, nobody told you to stream, you can always cut it off. But no, it's harder than what it looks like. I think another price of fame that people don't talk about is ultimately there's going to be a point where you lose yourself in the content, and with the newfound status that you have, you'll face a set of unique challenges that honestly only a certain number of people can deal with, kind of like the Chris situation which we were talking about. In the rest of Chris's breakdown, he talks about having constant scrutiny and constant opinions being thrown on him from these parts of the internet, and honestly a lot of people aren't there to sympathize him or care to see what he's saying because, hey, you make a shit ton of money, but at the end of the day he is still a real human who still has real emotions. Now there is a conversation that some of these content creators have brought some of these things onto themselves. I don't know how you would bring like your mother being stalked upon yourself, but the audience that you do cultivate can play a part into some of these actions and behaviors. Casey Neistat's examples of him hanging out with people in public seems to be a much different interaction than, I don't know, I Show Speed going out there in public. But at the end of the day, none of this is a justification for some of the links that people go to in order to do crazy things or emotional damages that these content creators have to suffer as they are famous. None of it is a justification. And then there's also the portion of losing yourself, your authentic self in these situations where you grow. A lot of people come around these content creators, form some sort of parasocial relationship with them because they feel like they're being their authentic selves. But what happens far often than not is the fact that once you grow, things start to become way more corporate. Hell, there might even be an argument that streaming is becoming more corporate. There's a mass appeal to this when you go the corporate route, when you button up, when you polish up. However, that core fan base can turn off so quickly based off of the actions that you do take in your road to success. People like to look at A&P for an example of this. This is not me making any sort of criticism or an indictment on A&P. They have reached new heights and new limits and levels that nobody could think of. However, there has been this sentiment that continues to grow that says these guys are so much different than what they started off as. It's honestly a turnoff. Now, this could be the natural progression. Hell, LeBron had to get a jump shot at one point in time. You know, he couldn't stay going to the rim. He's 40 years old. But this does still rub some people the wrong way, and it's just something that you're gonna have to live with. And with you changing yourself over time as your content starts to change and you starts to grow as an individual, those people who were there with you from the beginning that saw you at this certain level will change on you as well. I saw recently that Duke Dennis was now being called ugly because he did a Complex interview with Speedy, and I thought it was a little bit hilarious because Duke has literally had the same face for the longest of time. It's just that these weirdos on the internet now are doing some sort of micro analyzing of who he is or what he looks like. But when we talk about really turning on Duke Dennis, there was one woman who blessed the internet with this marvelous piece of content to show how miserable of a person she is. She had these high expectations of Duke Dennis and turned on him when she got rejected.
Mentioning me in a story every day, but I also like, and I'm sorry, I didn't acknowledge it either. But goddamn, nigga.
Oh, yo, that is just another tier of just give me attention. Like, that's why I would never idolize none of these niggas, bro. I would never like idolize a rapper. Nobody. Like, I won't idolize none of these niggas, yo. Like, what is so special about them other that they just got money and clout? What else? You know what I'm saying? Like why y'all so damn, bro?
Okay.
Y'all niggas be doing too much.
Okay, I'm not finna. Goddamn.
God damn. That's way too much.
But, like I said, and this is no hate to her. I still think she's like, you know what I'm saying, a beautiful woman. But like, just because I didn't respond and shit, you can't go to hating me for no reason. I didn't do anything to you, baby. God damn, baby, I didn't do shit to you at the end
That
of the
nigga
day.
cannot respond to everybody.
A lot of people though, chat. I've come to the realization that like, no bullshit, a lot of people don't like me for no reason.
Now, the lady in question saw this video.
Yeah, a lot of
and
people
clapped
don't
back
like
at
me for
Duke
no
Dennis
reason.
by responding as to what she was really reaching out to him for. And this is where she starts to paint this narrative about Duke Dennis being some sort of bad guy.
There
What?
was a time when I had a crush on Duke Dennis, but now I'm so disgusted by his character. I don't even see him as a
Who
friend.
are
I don't
you?
even care
What
to
the
keep up
fuck?
with him. He doesn't matter to me anymore.
Who is this? Like, what the fuck,
He
man?
has now made it onto the list of all the black men who got a little bit of fame, got a little bit of money, and suddenly America stopped being shitty for them. So much that they forget they're still black. You're still black in America. And they forget it so fucking
What is
much
she
that they
talking about,
ignore
bro?
Marcellus Williams. They ignore the cries of so many black people. The black people who platform them, by the way. They ignore the cries of all the black people who are saying, hey, we need your voice, we need your platform to help shed light on.
Yeah, okay. I get where she coming from, but it's just still at the same time, like he has like a whole different personnel and shit that he has to entertain his crowd for. So he's not about to just turn and start talking about some politic and ish like that. Like most black people can't even say anything like that. It start talking about like some type of like police brutality type shit, and you feel me, they'll get cut off just by them doing that, or lose like brand endorsements and shit like that. Can't even do that.
So this doesn't become a trend. So white people murdering black people does not become a fucking trend. It's sad to say, but I think he's made it over to that buck broken, fucked up the ass, you know, I don't think so. Platform. I need white men to
I don't even think Duke is that like big. He's literally just a streamer. Now, if it was anybody else like in the entertainment industry, I can like really think of that hit that mark is like, I don't know, like Kevin Hart, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's really into Hollywood. That's really like in the entertainment business. Duke Dennis is not in the entertainment business like that. He's a streamer. He's a YouTuber. But I don't think he's like cultivated in the Hollywood and being butt broken in to gain fame. The nigga literally gained fame from himself in his personal market. In my opinion, anything can happen though.
Now,
I'm just saying.
Men who say they want to lead the community, they're leaders, they're men, you know, they don't bow to anybody because they are men. You just give them the right amount of money and suddenly they're bowing to white men, they're sucking white men's dicks. I'm genuinely
I think she a little bit just talking from an emotional standard.
Men with platforms, with money, who can casually ignore how shitty America still is for all black people. Simply because financially now, America is a little less shitty for them.
She's ultimately saying in this situation is that she had an assumption in her mind about who Duke Dennis was, a parasocial relationship, and now because he didn't respond to her DMs, where
for real, she just hurt like what the fuck?
A message that's the reason why he is now these names that she has decided to call him.
Yeah,
now to me,
like,
this is
that don't
obvious.
make no sense.
I turned on you for no reason other than the expectations that I put in my mind, like some major platforms to speak on the injustices that go on in today's society. However, I don't think it's their responsibility, and quite frankly, I don't want the message for the plight of black people or people in general to come from these people who are A, out of touch, or too ignorant of the situation. It's disingenuous. It's not gonna come off as smart, and we'll be able to see the grift a mile away. Now, a lot of people called out this young lady for what it was, and she couldn't even take accountability for the situation that she created herself in her own mind because she's super delusional.
Because she retarded.
Y'all in my comment section harassing me and like trying to bully me, and the whole time I'm actually proud of myself. Because listen, the moment that I thought I had the attention of somebody who's famous, who's influential, who's a celebrity or whatever, I use that opportunity to ask for help for someone like Marcellus Williams, or I use that opportunity to educate him on the fact that by 2053 there will be zero black wealth within the black community. I didn't take it as an opportunity to get money out of his pockets. I wasn't trying to get him to buy stuff. I literally thought, oh, I keep posting stuff and this influencer who has millions of followers keeps watching it. So let me take this opportunity to tell him about all the ways in which he can encourage young black boys and girls to go back to school, and he himself can start a nonprofit to help pay for trade.
And she can try to justify this all she wants, but to me, this is another price of fame where people will create narratives, create storylines, and create things that have nothing to do with you just so they can flip on you and make you seem like you're some sort of bad guy. Should these people care about some of these things? For sure, absolutely. But is this really an indictment on them because they don't or they're not knowledgeable? No. When content creators blend this line between social activists, that's where they are susceptible to getting corrupted by money. And I don't understand these people are corrupted by money.
As soon as you turn to an activist by using your platform, you're done. You're done. It's either you choose to be an activist first and never touch that content creating, or you stay in each one. You can't do that. You sure can't, or else you ain't gonna get no money.
money. I just don't think it's
No
their
money.
place at all. And I'm not going to hold them to that standard because they don't speak about it, because they can get criticized when they do speak about it.
Yeah.
It's literally a lose-lose situation. And ultimately, so many losses compounded on top of each other can make people fall off until you end up becoming one of these crash out streamers who has let streaming, content creation, or their public life literally rot them from the inside out to the point where they are screaming and pleading to their audiences about how bad their life is.
Oh, I'm fucking done. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, but I hate you guys. I fucking hate you guys. I hate my community. I fucking hate you guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why I'm treated like I did something, like I scammed people out of fucking surgery money, or I lied to people, or I hurt people, or I cheated, or I bought it. I've done nothing to any of you fucking suckers. I fucking hate you guys. I honestly fucking hate you guys. I fucking hate you guys. I've been through fucking hell, dude. I've been through fucking hell. I shouldn't have to deal with this shit. I fucking did it. I did it all. I fucking did it all, and I got fucking shafted. I got fucking shafted along the way, and now this whole time I get fucking treated like fucking shit by you fucking suckers. I hate doing this. I fucking hate streaming, and I hate my community, and I hate you guys, and I hate this fucking website. You guys. You guys.
That man crashing out for real.
To realize in these situations is that content creators are just like real people. They do have things that are giving them advantages. Don't get me wrong. They have money, they have fame, they have opportunity. These people can't realize that content creators have the same emotions as people. They go through the same things. And the price of fame becomes so expensive nowadays because people have so much access that it's becoming harder and harder to pay. I remember when Kaizen did that whole giveaway and the backlash from it, not necessarily from a legal perspective, but the way that people treated him and his family was super disgusting. It made me even consider to myself, how much longer or how much more famous do I even want to be in this game?
With tinted windows, with a big camera.
Kai Cenat revealed his mom has been harassed after his failed giveaway in New York City, resulting in a riot. The Twitch star recently expressed his concern with unknown people harassing his family. His mom has been specifically targeted, which has alarmed Kai, and he's pleaded with his viewers to focus the attention on him and to leave his family alone.
Whatever y'all want to say about me, whatever y'all want to do, I can take it to the chin. I can handle it. You feel what I'm saying? But please, I beg y'all, bro, just leave my family out of it. There is no reason why y'all are showing up to my mom's house.
And the money and the fame can only alleviate so many of these things.
That's crazy.
He can only solve so many problems with money. He can only move his mom so many times. He can only pay for so many breaks. He can only afford so many vacations. I know a lot of people aren't going to resonate with this
crazy
video,
as
but at the end of the day, these people do have feelings, and this should serve more as a PSA to those that look to become content creators in the future. Just know that all these things mentioned and more are the price of fame that you have to pay once you do start becoming successful in this lane. We should probably start addressing some of these sickos though.
These people are crazy, man. I'll be
your health
entirely
is your biggest
honest
asset.
with that one.
Find Anthem.
These people are really crazy. Man, if you guys want to see more videos like this, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell as well. And don't idolize these creators, man. They got emotions just like you. They walk, talk just like you. Like and share for more, man. I'm out, man. Peace.